Okay, just so you know, there may be tears and there will be fucking swearing, so just a spoiler alert. I fucking hate London. I'm not fucking coming back here again. Well, not on my own. I'll come back with someone who knows the way around, or at least knows how to read a map, because that ain't me. That ain't me. The fucking map on the phone, where is that fucking phone? I want to smash it. Where the... I can't see properly with my lenses in, so it was taking me all around the fucking... I've been stood outside the Ivy, you know. I thought, I passed Old Compton Street, I thought, shall I go down there and see if there's someone there who might recognise me, you know, one of them, and take me. Anyway, in the end, I had to ring Mark, and I was, what I must have looked like, I was panicking. I was fucking panicking. I haven't got long. I've got to have a shower, I've got to change, and then I've got to try and find my way to Tottenham Court Road Station, which I did find. I got to there okay. I must have gone out the wrong way. I was completely fucking lost. I've got a big blister on my foot, heavy backpack. I'm here. I'll give you a tour of the room later. It's a much nicer room. It's a super room. It's bigger. There's more facilities. And if that woman outside thinks she's coming in to clean, I will go fucking apeshit if someone comes in when I'm in the shower, because I booked to an early booking at 12. Well, it's not 12 now. Oh, I've put me bloody... Oh, I fucking hate Apple. I can't even see the fucking time. And look, what? Right, it's 12. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I've got to be at ABBA soon, so I've got to go. After ABBA, I might have some time, and I'll calm down by then. I still haven't eaten anything. I don't want to. I feel sick. I'm going to have a nice shower, and I'll feel a bit better. There's an iron and an ironing board, so I can iron my shirt. Sorry for all the fucking swearing, but peace. I'm so stressed out. I'm going to have a heart attack. Don't, if you think you might not like London, you won't. Don't come. It's a shithole anyway. It's a fucking shithole. I'm coming back. I'm going to have a voyage again because I'm taking my mum, but that's different. The hotel is near the venue. I know where it is. I know how to get to it. I know all that. It's a central London, and I've got a fucking huge blister. I'm in pain, you see. I wouldn't mind walking if I had comfy shoes on and I didn't have a huge fucking blister. I've had nothing to eat at all today because I still feel sick. I've got a stinking headache now because of the fucking ABBA voyage was far too loud. I'm sure they'd put the volume up, because if they make it too loud, you can't hear what they're singing. I can tell you, I alternated. Oh, that's all going to stick. Oh, somebody said they stick to your socks. These fucking blister plasters. Just taking it off. I'll put a fresh one on. My fucking watch, it was taking me to all different places as well. I nearly got run over twice. If you live in London, good luck to you, because I can't wait to get back to Yorkshire. I only went to ABBA because it was so much money. I thought, I'm not wasting it, but I managed to get there roughly with only one glitch, one problem. I got there in plenty of time. I just didn't. I bought a drink. I bought a drink from one of the stations. I bought a drink from Stratford Station, from the WH Smith. I think it was £2.60. Which a drink like that would cost you 60 to 70 pence anywhere else, so they fleece you there. I didn't even drink it all. There's no cold drinks here. I haven't got any water. I'm going to have to go downstairs and see if there's a vending machine or something with water in, so I'll probably pay £2 or £3 for a bottle of water here. I'm not doing this ever again, I can tell you now, apart from coming to see Voyage again, and I didn't enjoy it, obviously. I wasn't well, or not well. My stomach doesn't feel right. I've got a headache now because, most of the time I couldn't do this. I wanted to for the whole time, so I sort of alternated my ears, so I might not have gone quite as deaf. Oh look, it's not. Oh, I thought I wasn't. That would be typical. I thought my bloody mic wasn't on. Anyway, I had to ring Mark again. If it's my feet, I would have coped walking about if it wasn't for my feet being, every step was fucking painful. London is a shithole. It's a shithole. You might not think so if you live here. You'll know where to go. It's not for me. I'm not going to be coming back to London, as I said, only that one more time. If I come back, I'm not coming on my own. I have no sense of direction. I get lost. I get lost even in familiar places. If I had someone with me, Mark knows where to go. If he was with me, it would have been fine. I'd have just tagged along and let him lead the way. But I'm relying on myself and I'm fucking useless. London is far worse than it ever used to be. I can't stand it. It makes me just loathe humanity, London. They're just absolute scumbags, everyone. It's all different cultures. So they don't know how to behave, a lot of them. Well, they do. They know how to behave appallingly. I can't get this fucking thing off. I didn't realise it was so strong. If I pull it off, I'm going to pull half my foot off. Right, I'm going now. Join me later for my trip to London. I might see you later on, after Miranda. Then again, you might not. If I didn't have a headache, I need some water. I'm dehydrated. I'm not hungry though. I'm not going to eat. I think I should not eat anyway. That'll save me money, won't it? We'll see how I feel in the morning. I've paid for the breakfast. I'm just going to have a light breakfast, not a cooked breakfast. I just want fruit. I just feel like I just want to eat fruit. Oh, I can't pull that off. I'm trying to pull off this fucking thing. It's still a tiny television in here, even though it's a super room. Right. I've been at my lowest ebb today, lower than I've been for, I don't know, for a long, long time. And I'm afraid I won't be going for a walk with my brother. We were supposed to go for a walk on Monday. There's no way. There's no way. I'm going to just have to rest up on Monday. Oh, it's not coming off. Anyway, goodbye. Right, folks. I've just realised I've walked in London with my top button undone on my trousers. I had to loosen it in the theatre because it was cutting off the circulation to my legs. Anyway, I've been I was very shivery. Mark told me, I was been bringing Mark all day. Mark told me that there was a little shop very near, just more or less outside the hotel, because I was desperate for some water. So I went in this little shop. I got a couple of bottles of water, a bit more reasonably priced. I also bought a bottle of carrot and orange juice, and I actually had a sandwich, and then I took 2 ibuprofen. I've put a new blister plaster on. I think it's in a better position now, so I'm walking a bit better. But Mark still had to, well, I think I got to the theatre okay, but I got lost coming out of it. I just haven't any sense of doodah. Anyway, they were going to have an interval, and I thought, I could escape. It was so hot in that theatre, and I was surrounded by menopausal women on the whole. There was a few men there, a few husbands with the wives, and a few homosexual. But the time went pretty quick, I have to say, and it was a bit, there was some laughs in it, but it was more of an in-conversation. It wasn't Miranda doing stand-up, it was just, when it had Sally Phillips, she was comparing, asking the Questione. Sally Phillips is the character from Miranda, the one that used to go, bear with, that lady. And at the end, Miranda's dog came on. Initially, I think it's Patty, the dog's name. Originally, the dog didn't want to come on, had to be sort of shooed again. I think Sally coaxed the dog onto the stage. And there was a bit where you could ask a question before the interval. There was some QR code thing you had to scan, and then you could ask a question. So I put a couple of questions in, which made me stay just on the off chance that my questions would be asked, but they weren't. I never get things asked, I've done that before. So yeah, it wasn't too. I did go the wrong way again, so I did have to ring Mark just now, and he looked on the computer. I went round the wrong way down Drury Lane. So the hotel is on Drury Lane, and so is the venue. But there's two different entrances. Oh, I'm just scratching my feet. Just take my socks off. Ooh. So it's not that late. It's 10 to 10. But I'm going to have a drink. There is some Galaxy hot chocolate provided. I might have a hot chocolate and some more water. I do feel better. Mark thinks, I don't know, I think I was having a panic. I've been having a panic attack or several panic attacks. But Mark says it's probably the adrenaline. My adrenaline was probably off the scale. And the stress. It is very stressful, London. It's not stressful if you're with someone who knows where they're going. But if you're alone in London, I wouldn't recommend it, folks. If you don't know London, don't go on your own. Don't go on your own. Even if it's two of you who don't know London, at least you've got each other for support. It's best to go with someone that knows London and can read the map and can work out how to follow the phone. But if you're like me, who has no sense of direction, who doesn't like crowds, and my elbow got knocked twice. I've got I don't know what it's called. There's a medical term for it. It was removed by the NHS and it just came back, so they didn't get it all out. But it is ultra sensitive, and even taking clothes off and rubbing against this lump hurts. So you can imagine when some effing fat bitch with a huge Primark bag that was almost as big as her belly, she was just completely oblivious to anybody but herself. And I was standing queuing, thinking I had to, because when you see a queue, if you're English, you join the queue. So I thought they were queuing to be let in to the theatre, but they weren't. They were queuing for some alcoholic drinks. I realised that near the end of the queue and thought, well, I don't want anything, so I went. So I went past the queue. Yeah, but this woman, she just knocked it with this huge bag, and then coming out, someone else knocked it. And then when Mark does it, I scream at him. I say, "You!" because he knows about it. But I can't scream at a stranger who doesn't know about it. But I looked at her. I gave her the look. She didn't see I was looking at her. But I put a curse on her. I have put a curse on you. So yeah, she had a curse put on her. And quite deservedly so. I didn't really notice the other one that knocked it slightly, but this one, it was a great big whack. And yeah, had that been Mark, I'd have screamed the place down. But I had to hold the pain in. So anyway, this water, it's still fairly cool. But I got all shivery. I put the telly on and Strictly started, so I started watching a bit of that. And then I thought, right, I'm going to have to go around 7 because it started at 7:30. But I got all shivery, so I had to get in the bed, and then I had to crank up the heating in here to the top maximum. And then when I got out the shower, I used the hairdryer because I couldn't, if I started to feel cold, I would have started the shivering again. I'll remember this trip. It's going to be a reminder not to do it again. I'm supposed to be going to the Clean and Tidy Home show tomorrow, but I will properly research how to get there. Mark thinks I should just get an Uber. I'll see how much it costs. It would save. It's probably be ridiculous money in London, but yeah, it will be, because they'll probably put the congestion charge on top of that and all that. And I'll look. If I go, it depends. I'm very ready for my bed now. We'll see how I feel when I wake up, when the ibuprofen's worn off. I could probably take... What is the time? What did I say it was? Oh, I've got my watch on. It's nearly 10. in 4 hours. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, maybe at 10:30 I'll be alright to take a couple more before I go to bed. Oh, crikey, I never thought plain water would taste so good. Right, folks, I'm still very teary. I just still want to sob my eyes out. I've just been so stressed. Some of you are saying, ew, what a ponce. Fancy getting stressed out. Well, it did stress me out. I don't like to be in a situation where I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm not thoroughly prepared. I thought I'd prepared, but obviously I hadn't prepared properly. So I got all flummoxed and all panicky, and I'm exhausted with it. Anyway, if I feel better in the morning, I'll show you the room. It is a lot nicer. I wish I had a room like this back in East Grinstead. It's much bigger, more facilities. I don't know if they had super rooms available in East Grinstead. But I'm going to have some hot chocolate. I've got Kit Kats as well, hot chocolate, and there's a coffee machine, you know, one of those pod coffee machines. And I've included breakfast, so we'll see how I feel. I feel like eating fruit. So I might have fruit and yoghurt. Mark thinks I should have some carbs as well. So maybe some toast, fruit and yoghurt. I don't know if I'll have a cooked breakfast. Oh, this is the book. The Miranda book. And there's also a bookmark. You see? So yes, the book was included. I mean, I felt so ill. I thought, well, I want this book. You know, if I can't sit and watch the show, at least I've got the book. But you know, in the end, it was okay. It was less stress than ABBA Voyage. ABBA Voyage was far too loud. I'm sure they've turned the volume up. I'm taking earplugs next time I go with my mum. You can still hear it, and I know it's the 4th time now. It's the first time for my mum, but it is very loud. But I can't say today's been a great success. I have done the things I should have done. I've attended ABBA, I've attended Miranda Hart, but it's all the bit in between. It started off okay on the train from East Grinstead to London, that was fine, and then it started going downhill. So I will probably cry myself to sleep off camera. And I'll probably cry when I get home as well, when I see my dogs. Oh, I'll probably cry when I at least get on the train at King's Cross, and I'll know that at the end of that journey I'm back in my hometown, where I should stay, really. I shouldn't try to venture out and do things, because I really don't like it. I've been trying to be a bit more adventurous, but I've gone beyond what my limit is, what my capabilities are. I've gone beyond it, and I've pushed myself thinking it would be good for me, but I've realised now that pushing myself to do things I'm not comfortable doing is not what I should do. I should stay doing the things I find comfortable, because the alternative is far, far too stressful. So anyway, hopefully I'll see you in the morning when I'm feeling rested and a little bit happier.